just a moving bit away from the character, but of course, and web series, but of course, being in touch with that, your character in the series has been shown someone who is into drugs. And right now, you would be knowing that there are a lot of discussions happening in the industry that how the parties and everything, there are drug abuse in the industry. That's what, especially pointing out at actors. So, what do you have to say about this whole discussion that has popped up? I think in last 7 days, once again, it has gone quite high, the discussion. So, what do you have to say about that?
I think it's I think whoever decided to bring the elephant out of the bag. I think it's out of the bag now. It's not something. Drugs is not something that has been that has just started in our industry right now. People have been we have been doing drugs for the longest time, and I have very openly said also that I've been a part of those parties where initially when I had started off and Raz had done well, and I was going to these big A-lister parties where drug was the cool thing to be to have. And I did obviously feel pressurized in my life back then, but then if you see me in the last 8 years, you've never seen me at any filmy parties. I've not been to any of these parties because I realized that I'm not a part of this group. I'm not saying everyone in the industry does not do drugs. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to agree to that. There are some people, there's a group of people who want to do drugs, and at the end of the day, man, it's their call. But forcing people or influencing people to do drugs, I think, is the wrong thing to do. Which is something that I'm very against. I think if somebody wants to do cocaine and die and kill himself or herself, it's their call. But the moment you start influencing your friends or somebody who's just probably, if you don't do it, you're not cool. This peer pressure of having to or wanting to do drugs or forcing people to do drugs is what I am against absolutely in life. And there are so many people I've seen, people who are aspiring to become actors who have somehow managed to get into that group or managed to get into the party, eventually start doing drugs because they feel if they don't do drugs, then they will not be in that circuit. If they're not in the circuit, they'll not get the big break. So I get a little upset with these things, and I've seen it, and it's very, very sad that people think कि अगर हम drugs करेंगे, पार्टियों में घूमेंगे तो हमें काम मिल जाएगा. ये जो perception रहा है, हमेशा ये गलत रहा है. I'll tell you this even now. Even if you have, I'm not trying to say anything about myself. I'm just saying one scene in one decent project can get you noticed in the entire country or the world. It is not about getting that big lead and stuff. It's not. It doesn't. Talent is talent. No matter what, it'll find its place somehow. People don't have to go to these parties and do drugs and get influenced into getting into wrong habits or wrong things, which is something that I would want to all the people who want to get in the industry or any other industry. I want them to be aware of this.
It was really nice talking to you, Adhyayan. All the best for all your future projects, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much, yaar.